Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please join Tuesday Sangha. Tuesday Sangha is for everyone. We're going to chant one round of Mahamantra and read Bhagavad Gita together. All right, so we'll start with you. Okay, Hare Krishna, thank you for joining. Okay, it's your first time, right? At Tuesday Sangha. Okay, so I know you know my name. My name is Vraja Lalana. Hare Krishna. Okay, and Tuesday Sangha. So what we do at Tuesday Sangha? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Really? Okay, okay, wonderful. So let us quickly introduce ourselves. So we have 3 new people here. How about we'll start with you? Okay, perfect. Thank you for joining. So Tuesday Sangha is every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. And we do spiritual practice, and I will talk about it more after the introduction. Okay, and your name? Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Excellent. Thank you for coming. Okay, so Tuesday Sangha is called Circle of Influence. As I said, every Tuesday at 6:30 we meet together in order to meditate on the holy name of the Lord, feel that vibration that is coming from the spiritual world itself, and read Bhagavad Gita together. Is there anyone here who haven't, I know you read Bhagavad Gita, but anyone from you, amongst you who haven't heard or read Bhagavad Gita before? No. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. How about you? Oh, you have read it. Okay, perfect. So what we do here, we not just read, we also seek for the practical application of the knowledge, because knowledge becomes knowledge when we live through it. We know we can recite the verses, we can chant the mantras, but in the situations, if we get lost and we cannot apply this knowledge, it means that it's on the informational level. What we need to do is to put it on a practical level, and that will be called devotional service or devotional practice. Okay? All right. And Mahamantra, is everyone familiar with Mahamantra, what it is? You just taught him and you're familiar, right? Okay, perfect, excellent. So yes, the name written here. Okay, so what is the potency of the Mahamantra? Who can tell me? The potency. What is the power of it? Yeah. Okay, yes. Yes, so first of all, Mahamantra comes from the spiritual world, right? And Mahamantra is non-different from the Lord. When we chant the mantra, we actually ask the Lord, "Dear Lord, please engage me in your devotional service." And every time I'm asking the students, why do we need to be engaged in devotional service? Why is it so important for us? Samskara. Yes, so exactly. So samskara is a very important word. Samskaras, speaking about like in a modern language, in order for you to understand, these are the programs in our subconscious that we actually get through repetitive action with an emotion. So if there is an emotion and repetitive action, it creates the imprint. So that imprint in Sanskrit is called samskara. So once the imprint is there, like it's a trace, right? Then that imprint will require the repetition, and it will generate emotion and thoughts. So all of the thinking, all of the emotions that we have and desires, all of them are generated by samskaras or imprints, or in other words, subconscious programs in our mind. Therefore, when we actually repeatedly chant Maha Mantra, when we repeatedly read and try to understand Bhagavad Gita under the guidance of spiritual teacher Srila Prabhupada, we create spiritual samskara. And that spiritual samskara creates the emotion, creates spiritual desire that actually allows us to restore our spiritual body. And the spiritual body is needed because at the end of this life, right, life actually continues. It's just the material body ends. And Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 speaks about this. So in order for us to progress through the evolution, right, we need to basically restore our identity. And our identity is spiritual because we are spirit souls who are wearing this cloth called material body with samskaras. Okay? Without this body, we're just spirit souls. And that spirit soul has its own spiritual body. So that spiritual body is restored through the spiritual practice. Therefore, spiritual practice, chanting Maha Mantra, understanding Bhagavad Gita, and understanding the Lord as He is through Bhagavad Gita is our major, I would say, business. There is no other business for the spirit soul other than serving the Lord, chanting His name, vibrating spiritually, and understanding and being in a relationship with Him. So this is what we practice here. Okay? Wonderful. With this in mind, let's give our obeisances to Srila Prabhupada, founder Acharya of ISKCON. By his mercy, we're reading Bhagavad Gita in all languages and chanting the Maha Mantra. Actually, Maha Mantra came to us through Lord Chaitanya, but because of Srila Prabhupada, the whole world is aware about it. Okay. Jai Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Guravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Desha Tarine. And also let's chant the mantra for the Lord Chaitanya. Let's give our obeisances to Lord Chaitanya by repeating his mantra as well. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so you probably know how to chant japa, how to do japa meditation, so I'll explain it for you. Oh, you have already done it? No, not yet? Okay. So we do the Maha Mantra meditation on the japa beats, okay? We do not involve this finger because it represents the false ego. So how we do it, each beat will be one mantra repetition, okay? And then we engage all of our senses. Our body should be straight. We have to hear the sound very clearly. So I will ask you to chant the mantra as loud as you can so you can hear each other. And then we also use our fingers, and thus we involve all of our senses except for the nose. All other senses are going to be involved. And that, what it does, actually, it purifies the senses because this is the spiritual vibration. And once the senses are purified, what happens? They actually become satisfied. And through that satisfaction, what happens? The mind, who is in control of the senses, becomes spiritualized. And once the mind is spiritualized, it becomes our friend. In other words, it's okay. It becomes okay to serve the Lord. Okay, it doesn't distract us. Therefore, through constant, repeated purification of the mind and senses, we engage our whole being in devotional service, and we also get rid of our karma, which is stored in our mind. Okay? Normally, we do it in the back, like that. We'll put it in the back because it's a sacred process. We never leave the beads on the floor. We'll go like this. But today, just for you, I will be chanting it like this, okay? So you can know, and then at home, you can practice in the back. Okay, so let us begin loud as we can, with a straight mind, so that the mind is controlled through our attention. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mahamantra ki Jai. Thank you so much for wonderful chanting. How is everyone feeling? Good? Renewed? Yes? Okay. Wonderful. Hare Krishna. So it is recommended that we chant 16 rounds daily in order to immune ourselves from Maya, from the material energy that affects us in the ways that we actually lose ourselves. We stop understanding ourselves, who we are, what is our identity, what is our nature, and because of that, we just go deep and deep into the, what is it called, the ocean, right? It's called the ocean of sufferings, the material ocean. And Mahamantra is the remedy, and it's the only way to transcend in Kali Yuga. And it's actually the whole spiritual world vibrates with the holy name. It's non-stop. Therefore, if we chant our 16 rounds with full attention and then meditate on the Lord during the day, if we read Bhagavad Gita, then, as Srila Prabhupada said, going back to Godhead is guaranteed in this life. Okay? So with this in mind, we're going to continue reading Bhagavad Gita as it is. It looks like this. Okay? So we have the books. So in a nutshell, is there anyone here who haven't read Bhagavad Gita before? Okay. So Bhagavad Gita is non-different from the Lord. Okay, and it is a sound incarnation of the Lord. So we treat Bhagavad Gita as a deity. Deity means, like you know what deity means, right? And yes, so how we handle Bhagavad Gita, we don't put it on the floor. We keep it in our hands. On the floor, yes. Because we treat it as Lord himself, okay? It's absolute truth. And if you take it home, we keep it in a sacred place. It has to be clean, not on the table where we eat, or not, we don't take it to the bathroom, okay? So we keep it, we actually give it a secluded place, like an altar, okay? And we put it onto an altar, and we also worship Bhagavad Gita because it's a deity. So Bhagavad Gita teaches us, first of all, who we are, right? And it starts with difficulties, which all of us may encounter in life. And difficulties, how do we know that we're in a difficult situation? Any ideas? How do we know that we are in a difficult situation? What happens to us? Yes, so the mood changes, right? So the mood is the first identification that we are under the influence, okay, of the mode of ignorance, because the mode of ignorance is the most challenging energy of the material nature, which creates a lot of different obstacles in life, such as diseases, difficulties with money, health, what else? Addictions, right? Loneliness, and etc. Therefore, the mood changes, and we start experiencing difficult emotions. So those emotions are really, sometimes really hard to overcome without help. So that help comes from Bhagavad Gita, as it is. If we read it on a daily basis, how does it help? It helps us through the knowledge. Because why do we suffer? Because we don't have the knowledge. Why do people suffer in relationships? Because we don't know how to communicate, we don't know how to respect, we don't know how to treat each other, we don't know how to serve, and all of this is given in Bhagavad Gita. And not only for the relationships between each other, right? It's the most important, between the soul and God, because our initial relationship is between the soul and God, and we are the expansions, we are small particles of the Lord. Therefore, the way we treat each other, the way we treat the Lord, okay? So therefore, Bhagavad Gita teaches us who we are, and by understanding ourselves, what happens? We start understanding each other better. We start respecting each other, loving each other, caring about each other, and this is called service. What is the difference between service and, I would say, attraction, or what else? In other words, synonym to this, attachment. What is the difference between service and attachment? When we care and we get attached, both, right? Both can give us intense emotion. When we're attached, we say we love, but do we love when we're attached? Do we love when we're attached? No. Yes, so why no? How would you explain that? Exactly. So attachment comes from consumption. I'm hungry, I want to consume, I get attached, I want something. So it's about taking. Attachment is always about taking. If we cannot take enough, what happens? Frustration, anger, greed, etc., right? Depression even. Okay, but service comes from self-sufficiency. Devotional service comes from self-sufficiency. Therefore, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that those who are engaged in devotional service naturally develop good qualities. Naturally, they become respectful, kind, merciful, peaceful, clean, and etc. It's in 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, devotional service develops us, elevates us, and on the other side, attachment and all of this, it actually degrades us because we start depending and we start expecting, yes, and suffering through this. So who actually serves? Who actually serves? So the material nature it's eternal, right? But the creation itself, like our body, is not eternal. It gets born and then it dies. Therefore, the point of the body is to consume in order to survive, right? And who gets attached? The body actually gets attached. So there are 3 levels on the material aspect. It's our mind that gets attached. It's our intelligence that gets attached. Okay, and our gross body, because we need to eat, sleep, and etc. Right? So all of this is about consumption. But then service, where does it come from? From the soul, yes. So spiritual nature is to serve. Material nature is to absorb that service and become alive for this. So therefore, our soul actually keeps our body alive. Okay, this is the energy, it's called consciousness. So therefore, when we are in a devotional service, we get energized, we become happy, we know how to build relationships. Bhagavad Gita teaches how to do that. And also it gives the knowledge of consciousness, the nature, spiritual relationships, and it teaches us that we are eternal and the body is temporary. So it gives us, this knowledge basically gives us stable support. When everything fails, we know that the soul never fails, okay? That can be the situation, no money, I don't know, struggles, right? Losses and anything else. But is it dangerous for the soul? No, because it's eternal, blissful, and knowledgeable. Okay, so what we're doing here, actually, we are reviving that spiritual consciousness through the practice. Because if, like, for example, if we need to exercise our body, we go and do sports, right? Here, we exercise our spiritual body so that we develop that spiritual consciousness. Okay, so before we begin reading, let's give our obeisances to the absolute truth by repeating the mantra 3 times. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Thank you so much. We continue reading Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, and last time we stopped at text number 15. It's a long purport, so we're going to finish it today. Page number 320. Okay. So at the beginning, when we started, I will read the, what is it called? Okay, let me read the Sanskrit again, and then we will continue. Did everyone find? Yeah? Okay. Namam dushkritino mutha prapadyante narathamam mayaya pachrita jnana asuram bhavamashritaha. When you read Bhagavad Gita at home, you will also read the word by word translation. Okay, today I will do it for you, and then at home you can continue. Na, not, mam, into, me. Dushkritinaha, miscreants. Mudha, foolish. Prapadyante, surrender. Narathama, lowest among mankind. Mayaya, the by illusory energy. Apakhrita, stolen. Jnana, whose knowledge. Asuram, demonic. Bhavam, nature. Ashritaha, accepting. Translation. Those miscreants who are grossly foolish, who are lowest among mankind, whose knowledge is stolen by illusion, and who partake of the atheistic nature of demons, do not surrender unto me. So this verse speaks about the 4 kinds of people who never surrender to the Lord. And who are they? They are foolish, lowest among mankind, whose knowledge is stolen by illusion, and those who partake of the atheistic nature. So in Sanskrit it will be dushkritinaha, dushkritinaha, mudha, narathama, apakritagya. Oh, sorry. Dushkritinaha, yes, mudha, Naradhama, Apahritagya, Maya Apahritagya, yeah, those whose knowledge is stolen by illusion, and Asuram, demonic. All right, purport. It is said in Bhagavad Gita that simply by surrendering oneself unto the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality, Krishna, one can surmount the stringent laws of material nature. What are the laws of material nature? What are they? Any ideas? What are the laws of material nature? So the material nature consists is governed by the, not governed actually, consists of the modes of material nature, right? So each mode has their own rules and regulations, okay? So who knows the modes of material nature? What are they? Modes of material nature, they're also called gunas. Guna is like a rope, right? What does the rope do? It entangles the living entity, becomes really dependent on something. So there are three modes of material nature, three qualities actually. Mode of goodness, mode of passion, and mode of ignorance. So mode of goodness is the closest to the spiritual world, and it's characterized by knowledge, peace, good qualities, responsibilities, proper food, healthy diet, so all of this. So people which are influenced by the mode of goodness, they live their life accordingly. Then after that, like the lower quality comes from the mode of passion. And the mode of passion is characterized by hard work, lack of rest, lack of sleep, hankering for desires, attachments, frustrations, etc., right? And what happens when a person is under the influence of the mode of passion, they become exhausted, they become sick, their relationships collapse, or the relationships are based on the unhealthy exchange. Someone may give more, someone may take less, and etc. And there will be a disbalance of give and take. So therefore, in other words, there will be conflicts. And the lowest of all is the mode of ignorance, which is characterized by sickness, laziness, sleep, lack of attention, all kind of psychological disorders, all kind of sicknesses, problems, poverty, and all of this, dirty places, a stinky, like bad smell, dirty clothes, holes on the clothes, by the way. Like if we don't want to activate in our brain, we have samskaras, right? And those samskaras can also be in the different modes of material nature from our past lives. So we don't want to activate those samskaras and suddenly feel that negative mood coming out, right? We should avoid the places, the atmosphere, I would say, that is created by the mode of ignorance and passion, and you will feel it. Like when you're in the goodness, for example, you're in the nature and you feel peaceful and nice, and then suddenly you get into the city and get stuck in traffic, and this is passion, and you get exhausted, right? Or you're in a fast-paced environment where you expected a lot but not given time to perform. This is passion, okay? And then you come home and you say, oh, I just want to watch a movie and do nothing. And this is ignorance. So as much as you can, try to avoid passion and ignorance, and Bhagavad Gita is teaching us, stay in a mode of goodness. In the introduction, page 8, 10, and 11, it is said that you can fix your karma only when you are on the level of goodness. You cannot fix anything on the level of passion just because you don't have time, you don't have health, etc. No resources there. And on the level of ignorance, there is no choice. Sickness, problems, no money, and etc., right? So we need to be on the level of goodness in order to fix any problems that we have, okay? And this is about karmic life. But Bhagavad Gita is not about being dependent on karma, right? Bhagavad Gita teaches how to transcend karma, how actually to use all of our resources to be happy and independent. So this is the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So in other words, when it is said here, surrendering yourself into the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, we can transcend, so we can surmount the stringent laws of the material nature. In other words, those modes of material nature will not influence us as soon as we are engaged in a devotional service. And who can explain why? Why the modes of material nature do not influence us when we are in devotional service? Why karma doesn't affect us? Yeah. Speak up, please. Speak up so we can hear. Devotional, in other words? What is another word for the devotional? Ah? Spiritual, right? Spiritual, yeah. So devotional, spiritual, transcendental. What is transcendental? It transcends karma, right? Yeah. So it's transcendental means it transcends karma. So karma doesn't affect. Now, practical question to you. How can we surrender ourselves into the lotus feet of the Lord on a daily basis? Like now you're going to come home. How can you surrender yourself? How do we do it? That's the question. Chant Maha Mantra. Okay. Gratitude. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, so being thankful, right? Both of you said being thankful. Yes. So when we are thankful, what do we actually admit when we are thankful? What is it? Exactly. It wouldn't be possible without you. And why is it not possible without him? Why isn't it possible? Okay, because he's the cause of all causes. He's the one who's doing everything. Exactly. He's the final one who approves, right? We can put what? Our efforts, we can engage our body, right? We can engage all of our resources, but who will authorize the final? The final words always after the Lord. So everything depends on him. Everything belongs to him. Shishopanishad, if you would like to also introduce yourself to that small book, but it's very powerful. Okay, everything depends on the Lord. He's the cause of all causes. Yeah. So, and again, so gratitude is one thing, right? What else can we do in order to surrender? What is surrender? What? So what does it mean for us on a practical level? Like, how do you know that you submitted yourself? Yes. Say again? Letting go of the ego. So how do you know that your ego is magic word? Exactly. It's trust. Yes, we cannot surrender without trust. Imagine we are in the most difficult situation. There is somebody got fired from job, no money, and then how to surrender? Fear and surrender are not friends at all, two opposites, okay? How do you know that you surrendered? You have no fear because you trust there is a plan, okay? You know I'm in his hands, I'm protected because I am his devotee. I'm the devotee of the Lord, I'm your part and parcel. What can happen to me? If you desire for me to be jobless, why not? I will serve you the best ability I can. If you want me to be engaged in another job, I'm open to it. But this is surrender. I'm totally depending on you. I don't depend on myself, on my will, on my powers, on my money, because it's all yours. You give and take, right? Yes. Being happy, not always, not always. Accepting, yes. Sometimes we accept, but we're not happy, right? Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's very hard to be happy when somebody's putting a needle in your flesh. It's very hard. Like, we need to be honest with ourselves, right? It's going to be really tough. But on the other side, like on the material level, because we may have hunger, we may have our bills to pay, and etc., right? But on the spiritual level, we may say, we may feel actually, it's okay. We are strong, right? It's okay because we have that support. I know I belong to you. I trust you. Okay? And what happens with that? What comes? Patience comes, strength comes, acceptance comes. What else? Patience comes, yes. What else? Hope, belief, right? So this is called altogether, it is trust. And if you see people with developed spiritual strength, they are very strong in the most difficult situations. They are the ones who remain kind. Who remain kind. It is very difficult to remain kind in a difficult situation, okay? Kind to their kids, kind to their husband who expects something from them, to their co-workers, to other people. They remain kind because they are self-sufficient. And what makes them self-sufficient? Their consciousness. Okay? No matter how rich we are, no matter how cool we are on the surface, if internally we are empty, we won't be happy. Okay? We're happy because of our consciousness. So this is very powerful, the first sentence here, that by surrendering oneself onto the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one can surmount the stringent laws of material nature. In other words, I will repeat, surrendering means trust. Surrendering means understanding who I belong to, that everything belongs to you. I'm not deciding, I'm just putting my efforts, I'm doing everything that I can, but I'm not staying attached to the results, okay? This is surrender. At this point, a question arises, how is it that educated philosophers, scientists, businessmen, administrators, and all the leaders of ordinary man do not surrender to the lotus feet of Shri Krishna, the all-powerful personality of Godhead? Mukti, or liberation from the laws of material nature, is sought by the leaders of mankind in different ways and with great plans and perseverance for a great many years and births. But if that liberation is possible by simply surrendering into the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then why don't these intelligent and hardworking leaders adopt this simple method? This is a good question, right, Hare Krishna? Why don't they adopt this simple method? But is it really simple to surrender? Tell me, is it really simple? It's very difficult, right? It's a very ascetic. Yeah, because it's an internal work. It's not external. It's internal. Yeah. The Gita answers this question very frankly. Okay, actually let's, we're going to take turns. So we don't have any Bhagavad Gita. Do you mind sharing with Prabhu? Yeah? Yeah, so we'll do it like that, and then we'll go. Okay, thank you so much. It's 320, second paragraph. Yeah. So people see those who misrepresent themselves, okay? They are not philosophers, scientists, educators, administrators, but they pose themselves as such for material gain. So again, we're talking about internal and external, okay? External, we can do whatever to make it look like, right? But doesn't mean that we are able internally to tolerate, to surrender, to accept, and etc. Okay, thank you so much. You can pass the book to the next person. Yeah, so the material nature is very powerful. Why material nature is so powerful? Why is it so powerful? So yes, exactly. So we're trained in that way, right? To see things externally. And another reason why, thank you. So they pretend to be someone, right? So the question is, why material energy is so powerful? Illusion. Why is it so powerful? We have the temptation because we're small and it's big, right? Why else? Yes. It has power. So why is it so powerful? Why? Uh-huh. Yeah. So why is it so powerful? What is this? Fear? Fear. Yes. It's fearful? Scared. Or yes? Yes. Okay. So because it's the energy of the Lord. Okay. It is the energy of it's external energy of the Lord. We cannot overcome it. Okay? We are marginal, we are external, we are spiritual, right? And the material energy is the energy of the Lord. It's external. We cannot overcome it. We didn't create it. It's eternal. The material energy leaves us alone as soon as we engage ourselves in devotional service. Okay? But if we want to exploit the material nature by expecting, by making it mine, it's all for me, okay? I'm not going to use it for the pleasure of the Lord, I'm just using it for my own pleasure. Then it becomes Maya. It's not Maya when we don't use it for our pleasure. It becomes Maya when we use it for our pleasure. What happens when we don't use it for our pleasure? What happens with that energy? It actually becomes our instrument. Yeah, it becomes our instrument, like the body, like the car, right? Or any instrument that we use to create something, to like to cook or to do something, right? So it becomes so everything that we see, all the material things that we see can be used. It's actually designed. The whole material world is designed for us so that we can practice spiritual practice here, so that we can learn back how to engage ourselves, how to engage everything that we have for the service of the Lord. Okay? Yeah. So that's why it's so powerful. Okay, let's continue. Mhm. Yes. So they use, in other words, their brain not for the service of the Lord. And therefore, how are their efforts and intelligence misdirected? So who actually misdirects? Exactly. The servant, right, of the Lord. Okay. Next paragraph. Mhm. Hiranyakashipu. Dushkritina. Okay. Yeah, so there are four patrons of miscreants. So we're going to read about them now. Let's continue with you. So what kind of mode of material nature is this? What kind of mode? Like we spoke about ignorance, passion, goodness. What kind of mode of material nature is this? So they are after fruits of their labor, right? Everything they want for themselves only. And they don't consider whatever they do, whatever they use as a part of the Supreme, or they don't use it for the Supreme, right? So what kind of mode of nature is this? Passion, yes. So passion, everything is for me. Everything is mine. I'm the center of the universe. This is passion. Okay, let's continue. Yes, so karma action is meant for yagya, and yagya means a sacrifice. And another question for you, right? So foolish people, miscreants, the first type is mudhas, right? Who work very hard, who just want everything for themselves. They don't want to do anything for God, and they don't actually ask themselves, what is the purpose of my life? Why am I living? Why? Like, you know, there is no question like this. And the most important another thing that they don't understand, that karma, any action that they perform, is meant for yagya, sacrifice. Now my question to you, how we can make our actions a sacrifice? Yes, so how do we do it? Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Oh, this is wonderfully said. So anything that you do to help someone to come closer to the Lord, right? This action becomes a sacrifice. How about our daily activities? Like sports that we do, you know, like simple things that we do, how to make that a sacrifice? Okay. Yeah. Okay, yes. So admit, right, that I'm your part and parcel. Yeah, and I want to make you happy. Yes. Any other thinking? How can we make our, thank you so much, our daily activities a sacrifice? Yes, please. Give me an example. How is it? How will you know that you're doing it selflessly? So give me an example. For example, you're going to exercise in the gym. Ah? Thinking? Okay. Or any other example? Don't wait for the result. Yes, it's a mode of goodness. Yes, so how to make it a sacrifice? Yes. Oh, that's a very good point. Everything that is good in me is because of him. Everything that is bad in me is because of not me, because we are what? We are spirit souls, right? Yeah, but maybe material samskaras. Yeah, exactly. That is a very good point. So back to the practical side. We're dressing up, we're cleaning our house, we're taking our kids to the kindergarten and etc. How to make it a sacrifice? We are practical here, right? We need to develop it on a daily basis. We need to use Bhagavad Gita on a daily basis. Yes, please. Yeah. Okay, not surrender to you. Don't serve your emotions, right? Serve for the, like, serve the society, serve, like, make, as you said, right? Do your best to make the Lord happy by treating people in the way that God wants them to be treated. Yes. Yes? Yeah. He's not recommending. Yeah. Exactly. Yes. Yes. So, do you have the answer? I know. Uh-huh. So how is it for him? How are you exercising for him? For the Lord. Okay. Yes. So in Bhagavad Gita it is said the one who tortures the body, the elements of the body also what becomes a demon, right? Because the Krishna, Paramatma is in every atom. So this is a very good point. I will give you a hint. Okay. So always start with the purpose. Why am I doing it? Okay, if we remember that the body is the instrument, let's go away from the body. Imagine that you are going to drive the president, I don't know, of Italy in your car from the airport to his residence. Will you keep your car dirty? Ah, see? And if you clean it up so nicely, are you doing it for yourself? So probably you won't be doing it that much for yourself when you're taking the president from the airport to the residence, right? So this is service. Why am I doing this? What am I going to do with this instrument? Like, I'm exercising. What am I going to do with this body? Why am I exercising it? As if he's watching, but what are you going to do with this body? Like, what are you going to do with this car when you cleaned it? You're gonna take the president, put it in the car, satisfy the president, and take him. The purpose. Yes, so using the instrument to make the president happy. Yes? Yes. So in other words, we need what? Strong body in order to serve. Body is an instrument. Okay? If you don't exercise your body, and if you don't feed your body, if you don't put it to bed on time and show it different movies, horror movies or something like that, the body will break, right? You cannot serve with that body. The service won't be like, it won't be quality service, right? It's going to be very disturbing, not only for the Lord, but for the society as well. So therefore, always begin with the purpose. Why am I doing it? Why am I cooking this? Why am I cleaning this? Okay? Why am I exercising? Because with this body, I'm going to do this, this, and this. Why am I learning this? Why am I going to this university? Why am I reading these books, right? Why am I taking my child to the kindergarten? So that I can make money. Why am I making money? And etc. Everything, when it ends with the Lord, the end in mind is I'm serving at the end. With the result, right? That becomes devotional service and becomes the sacrifice. So this is karma, the action which leads to the what? Offering to the Lord. Okay? So this is the sacrifice. What? Say again? Okay, you know what? I will tell you one thing. Srila Prabhupada said, never underestimate Maya. Okay? Always be aware of Maya. Maya is not greater than God, but Maya doesn't appreciate when you use your senses, not for the Lord's satisfaction, not in the way that He wants you to use. See, okay, if you engage yourselves in the activities that are not approved by the Lord is not engaged in that, okay? He's not engaged in that. Maya will take care of you. Trust me. She's very caring. Exactly. You won't be able to control your senses. Who tried that? Raise your hand. We've been there, right? All of us, we've been there. Let's be honest. Okay, so how much time do we have? Okay, so we have 3 minutes. So we're going to continue with second paragraph. Exactly. We are still reading it. No, because we had new people today. Yeah. Otherwise, we would continue. So we will continue from page number 321 next time when you come. Okay, it's chapter 7, text 15. Please kindly read Bhagavad Gita as much as you can at home so that you can understand. Okay, and it will give you the deep understanding. And come at 6:30 next Tuesday. Hare Krishna. Yes. It's time already. So now it's time for the darshan. Please stay. Sing kirtan. If somebody will be singing, it will be very, yes. And if you don't have Bhagavad Gita at home, you can get it today for a donation.